The name Starchild originated from a dream, this crazy weird dream I had one day. My full name is Ralph Lauren Holt. That's my birth name, my legal name. Starchild is a name that I gave myself to describe the type of life and experiences that I go through as a person, and my music and my journey on this whole ride that I'm on and everything right now. So it's more of a tag than anything, more than just a name. It represents something. So that's where it came from. It's kind of one of those kind of things that just kind of happened one day. It was real random, but there you go. Starchild. Starchild means, Google it. You know, it's like it's one of those things where it's very mystical. It's a couple of my friends call it Narnia. They call, Ralph Lauren Narnia Child sometimes, when they make fun of what I do with my music and stuff like that. But it's very spiritual, it's very open-minded. Being a star child is very breathtaking. It's different. It's being a little bit beyond just a regular ordinary human. It's being more than just one thing. It's rising above to the occasion of whatever it is you're doing. And with what I do, it's just music, so it's just being on a level that's higher than just regular Ralph. It's Ralph Lauren Starchild. I've been creating music and making music and singing and dancing and playing guitar and writing all these different types of music for about 13 years now. I started off in high school, being in show choir, being in choir, being one of the lead tenors in school, being in theatrical musicals like Funny Girl, different things like that. And then getting out of high school, I didn't really think too much of music or take it all that seriously, but I ended up meeting some guys when I was real young. We started a band called Broken Language about 10, 11 years ago, and then I went from that band into another band, and I kept expanding my horizons on through the bands. And after the third band that I was in, which is called Symphony, that's when I started to want to have my own personal identity of myself. It's a couple of years ago, and then that's when the whole Starchild thing came up, and I started being a solo artist, and I started performing better shows, started meeting better people and having better experiences. So it's been quite a journey for somebody that's pretty much done everything by himself for so long. I would categorize my music and style without really giving it a category, because I'm a genre jumping artist. I go from singing opera classical music to singing heavy metal, at all. But I mean, if you gave it a classification, I would say it's rock / pop / R&B. I got a lot of slashes in there because there's a lot of different things I can do with my voice. There's a lot of different things I can do with my artistry, and there's a lot of things I want to do with artistry. So I guess I would give it like something like that, like a genre slash. Because if that's even possible to have as a genre slash, that's pretty funny. My biggest influences as an artist are Michael Jackson and Bjork, hands down. I mean, I like a lot of other music. I listen to a lot of other music, like Arvo Part. He's a composer that composes Gregorian chants and stuff like that. I listen to some rap. I got a lot of friends from where I'm from that rap. Everybody from where I'm from raps. But Michael Jackson and Bjork, because those two artists in particular were the ones that stood out the most to me and made music relevant to me. When I was growing up and stuff, listening to music, when I would hear other artists, I liked their music, don't get me wrong, I liked what I was hearing, but with those two, it was so much more than just music. It was like a place of refuge. It was magical. It was something more than just listening to a song. It was having a picture and a visual, and that's why they have the careers that they have had. Bjork's still doing her thing. Michael Jackson passed away, but that's why they have the fans that they have. They have loyal fans. Michael Jackson and Bjork fans are not fans you're gonna see jumping the boat, every other Tuesday or every other Sunday. So they are definitely the two biggest influences that I have. Michael Jackson influenced my dance moves by the way he moved. It wasn't him dancing, it was him reacting. Like when you would watch a Michael Jackson video, he would dance. No matter who you were, if you were 100 feet tall, skinny, didn't have no legs, you wanted to move with him. No matter who you were. I mean, anybody in the world listening to Michael Jackson would try to do the he kick and the thing with the hand and all that stuff like that. Now, I've never really tried to go and mimic any of his moves at all, but when I was starting to create my own dance style for myself, I had to go back and watch him, to watch what he was doing, what he was creating with his, what was the core of his whole entire thing, you know. Besides his voice, he has a beautiful and a great voice, but besides that, like, what was it about the way he moved, the way he turned his head, the way he did his shoulders, the way, all those different things. So when I went into doing my own dancing, the first thing I picked up on Michael Jackson's dancing was he does poses when he dances. He doesn't even have to do that many moves. He may do like 5 or 6 moves, but those moves, when he does them and he stops in his poses with those moves, that is like the greatest thing ever. I mean, he comes out on stage and stands there and turns his head like this for 5 minutes, and people scream and yell and fall all over themselves. So Bjork's influence on me is very, very emotional, because the way she sings, like she has a song called Yoga, where in the beginning of the song she says, all these accidents that happen, follow the dots. Coincidence makes sense only with you. Like, when I heard that growing up, I was just like, wow, I've never even heard a person sing with their voice in so much emotion. And you have people that sing and they're singing words, or you have people that sing and they have great sounding voices, and then you have these people that sing that it's like something that they're saying, what they're saying and the notes that they're hitting strike on the same chords together. Because you can place words over melody all day long, but something about it won't be right. It has to be perfect. And she captured that perfection with what she's saying plus the notes. So it is she's singing to you, but she's speaking to you on a whole nother plane of music, which is why she influenced me so much, which is why when I go and write my own vocals and stuff and write my own music and do that stuff myself, I strive to do that. I strive to do that. So from her and Michael Jackson, what I've done is I picked up on the 2 main core things from the both of them and try to combine them. And that's where I feel I am at with my music now. Starchild. My plans for the entertainment world are to be the best, plain and simple. To be the best at what it is that I do. It is not, I am like a horse with blinders on right now. I am not worried about trying to be better than someone over there. I'm trying to worry about getting my point across, because I got something to say to the world, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And if you're going to listen or you're not going to listen, and even when you're not listening, you're going to hear it because it's going to be on the radio. And to be just the best, to bring back that star quality to music, because that's a huge responsibility to have that. Huge. And it should be, when a person comes to watch a person sing or create music or do whatever they do, they should feel inferior to that, what they're listening to. They should feel like that. They should feel like the music is there and it's so strong. You want to feel inspired. You listening to music, you want to get up and dance, or you want to sing along. You know, you want to be different. You want to go somewhere. So that's what I want to do with the entertainment world. I want to take people somewhere with me on wherever journey I'm going. How we're going to get there? We got to fly in a plane or run or whatever we got to do. We're going to get there through my music. What separates me from the rest of all the other artists in the world is, I'm sure I'm an artist. So every artist believes that they're different. Every artist believes that I'm sure there's somebody out there that is crazier than I am, but there's nobody out there that's going to try and get the job done like I do. That's what separates me from the rest. I am not afraid to take risks. I sing heavy metal, opera music, and I do this legitimately. It's not like when you hear my metal or you hear my opera or you hear me singing R&B, it's not oh, well, that guy's trying to reach into this different genre to be different, you know. When I reach into that, I become what it is that I'm doing. I fully embrace my art. I fully embrace the songs. I fully embrace the whole meaning behind calling yourself an artist. So that's what separates me from the rest. And the fact that I've been doing this on my own for so long. And I've been a lone ranger for quite a while. So there you go. And I got almost 426 song catalog with songs in every single genre there's out there. So not only can I sing anything, I can write anything for anybody. So there you go. That's my answer. Starchild.
Flesh that bleed, bring to your